again a mistake which a lot of students do. If you are aware, if you have got good and you know how it needs to be applied, go ahead. But not all applications are actually, because there are a lot of things which actually go on while making an application. Lost in mail. Any application which is ideally incomplete is as good as getting a reject. Good? These are few points. Let's move on. Master's program, just to give you insight about the specialization. Yep. US's first preference, as I told you initially, a lot of UG students apply, MS students apply, PhD. Canada majorly has MBA, biology, biomedical engineering. How many of you know what is biomedical engineering? It's a niche subject currently. Any idea? Most of the EEE students do it, masters. Good to know information. In terms of choosing your specialization. Now, biomedical is nothing but all your medical equipments, your pacemakers, your ECG machines, and so on. It's those EEE students who get to EEE or ECE who get to their biomedical, and then take that as specialization during the masters and more in that specific career growth. Coming to Germany, as I told you, automobile, neuroscience, Singapore science management, Australia civil engineering, computer. In Australia, it's not called CS, computer science, it's called information science. UK has more or less most of the subjects basically covered, so there is nothing which you're missing out. Let's move on. Most popular programs which I think most of the students have applied based on a database, and the database we usually collect. Computer science, engineering, electrical, mechanical, aerospace, biotech, biomedical, management, info systems, engineering, management. These are very popular programs. I know everybody wants, initially it was MBBS, doctors, IAS officers, IFS officers. Now it has become software engineers, computer science engineers, aerospace engineers, and so on. But there are multiple other programs which a student can opt for. You have game designing, you have filmmaking, you have contemporary, basically your dance. There are programs catering to this specific. Go by your interest, go by your passion. That's what I have to say. I have seen students after doing their masters and working almost for a couple of years wanting to change their profession. Hardly that option is not there. There are very few institutions who do the bridging program to move ahead. That's very difficult for us to go to science to go to arts, or a person wanting to go from arts to a commerce or a finance background. Very difficult there. Because you need to learn from scratch. It's not possible. But if you know what is your passion, it's just like 3 days movie. Don't run behind just because most of the parents I know, even today, we guide our students. We tell them what to do, how to do. Choose this. I see a lot of students coming back, no, I'm not interested. Recently, I have a UG student who's done her, from Mysore, just an example, I will not take the name or so on, inquiry, who's enrolled in admission. She's taken physics, maths, chemistry, bio, but not interested. Father is a doctor, but she's more interested in journalism because she likes to travel more. Probably filmmaking as well. Not very clear what she wants to do. Now is the time for you to understand where you are headed to. Your mind is really fresh, you need to explore. You have Google here, everybody plays with iPads, iPhones, and so on. So you have internet at your fingertips. So it's for you to research, but research on something productive, not unproductive. I hope you understand what I mean. Let's move on. So the visa process, basically what happens is once you receive your offer letter, specifically from US, there is something called a I-20 letter which is issued. That comes from Homeland Security, which is again given to institutions. Other countries receive something called offer letter, the visa process is different. For UK, it's a paper-based document where you submit all original to the embassy, which we have in Bangalore. But if it is US, you go to Chennai embassy. If you are basically from Bangalore, then the Chennai is the closest, depending on hometowns. If you are from Tamil Nadu, then probably go to Chennai itself. Bangalore goes to Chennai because we do not have embassy. Hyderabad people can go to Hyderabad. Delhi people can go to Delhi. Mumbai to Mumbai. So on. Right? But again, the process is that once you receive your I-20 and you have decided to go to that specific institution, there are links which are given. Log on to the visa application, complete your visa application, make sure you have submitted all the required documents, and answer those questions appropriately. Don't hide anything. Right? There is no way you can hide, because once it's recorded, it's recorded. So you complete that, make those payments, move on to the interview. There are 2 things which happen. One is the biometric, which is a thumb impression which is taken by iris. The next is the physical interview which happens. just for 2 minutes. It's a make it or break it. The visa officers, ideally for UG program, nothing to worry majorly, but for masters, they will want to see who's going why, right? Last year when we saw, there were about 30 to I think 40 students from Hyderabad sent back home. You know why? It was not because of the the institution they went to. The questions when they asked immigration, they didn't have money. One guy, how much money you're carrying? He was just carrying about 200 and odd Indian currency. How are you going to manage yourself? I'm going to work. So this dingy institutions or consultancy who recruit or rather go to. Hyderabad is one place, not to undermine Hyderabad. There are a lot of good students, but at the same time, a lot of demand from family that they get their bachelor's or master's degree going to US. You know what happens post you get a degree, you come back, there is a lot of claim in terms of the dowry and so on. Very bad. They say that he passed out from XYZ, he went to US, and they are weighed based on their study. And most students feel they don't even know to speak English possibly. This guy, one of this guy who recently came for a visa interview, 4 times rejected. Doesn't know to speak English, but has got an admit. You get an admit. The university is not looking at you initially what you have, but the visa officer is definitely going to look at all these parameters because he's not going to send somebody just because he wants to go there. If you're willing to study and make a career in terms of studies, not work, because they are not looking for any prospective employees coming there. They want to look at prospective students going to be a sit to the institution and sit to themselves. So if you are a potential immigrant, you'll be kicked off right at the visa interview. You have 5 attempts to clear. You need to give a justified answer, and if you don't give that, the 5 attempts close. Unless and until the other visa officer feels that you should pass through, you'll pass through. It depends on the mood as well. And the time when you go for the interviews. Let's move on. The reasons for visa reject have covered more or less everything. Incomplete application, wrong information, improper documentation, insufficient proof of funding. When you go, you need to have all these documents in place. Funds are very, very important, very crucial. Without funds, no point studying. Just making an application is a waste of time if you don't have the funds. If you want to take a chance and see whether you get an admit, if somebody is looking, you can do, right? But funds is basic requirements. Criminal activity, possible incident of immigration. I think I emphasized on my talk when I spoke about immigration. So we'll move on to this. Top-notch athletes that we have received for the last intake. University of Southern California, San Antonio, Hello Business School. High Business School, TAMU, ESMT, University of Maryland, Trinity College of Dublin. I can name lots and lots. This is just the Karnataka data, and very few because I cannot put the entire list. We cater to almost about 7,000 plus students across India, only Manya. So you can imagine the number of other consultancies who cater to similar students who are aspiring to study abroad. Let's move on. Coming back to the requirement. Funds, as I told you, basic. So you need to have, I'm sure most of you have, but for those who do not, how to go about procuring or getting, these ones we'll talk about. You cannot rely upon loan on a 100% basis. There should be a ratio at least about 50-50, 60-50, 60-40, however. I think we have our SDFC person who has come in, has given you the brochures. There is a formality, they do a doorstep delivery in terms of service, unlike any other banks, right? So anybody who's looking at an education loan, you could approach or contact this person, particular person, or the persons on that, toll-free number which is given, and they will come and collect the documents, understand, assess your profile, and get whether it's a collateral, non-collateral loan, they will provide you. But how many of you are self-funded parents? I think most of you, going by the school, most of you, right? How many of you are looking at scholarships? Most of you? Few of you? Okay, yeah, great. So what do you understand about scholarships? I know you want it, but how do you get it? I'm sorry? Merit-based, absolutely. There are 2 kinds of scholarship. One is merit-based, one is need-based. Merit is completely based on your academic profile. Need-based is something where a student has academic proficiency and academic percentage, but does not have the funds to support. In that case, he writes an essay or a SOP to the institution and along with documents to substantiate that he does not have funds, but he has the academic percentage to pursue studies. We had a student who was funded by the government of India recently end-to-end, from his tuition fee to living expenses. He went for his master's, he was from Maharashtra, he got admit from University of North Dakota, end-to-end. But it took him a long time, close to 5 years to get that loan sanction or the grants. Coming back to scholarship, the university takes a call whether to give you a scholarship or not give it all. It might be given in a range of 10% going until 100%. It could be anything, but it's discretion of university. There are essays which you need to write and mention why you need that scholarship, why you deserve that scholarship, right? There is again a financial essay, so you need to mention that. So that's one thing about scholarship. Loans I've spoken about because we do not have much time, we cannot take you to our loan presentation. So contact these guys and they will be more than happy to assist you, just in case you're looking at loans. You can definitely approach your nationalized banks to your parents, right? The loan interest might be less, but they will make you run around pillar to post till the time they have actually sanctioned. And they will not give you a loan until you receive admit. But it's vice versa with these guys. They will sanction the loan or give you something called an intent letter based on your academic profile and the admit which you have received. And they will give you a sanction letter while you go for a visa process as well. Good? Coming back to the screen, I told about scholarship. There are forms of scholarship. One is monetary, which you get while you make an application, and there is a certain amount of fee waiver which happens. If that doesn't happen, you get to work in the institution as graduate assistants, teaching facility, you are paid as stipend. You are either paid as stipend or that gets minus in your credits. Right? So if it gets minus in your credits, you're not paying for the credits which you're actually going to pay through your pockets. Other forms of scholarship are international organizations like Fulbright Commission, United Nations, WHO, Mariwala Trust, Nehru, Abdul Kalam Trust. You need to explore these options in beforehand, 6 months, 1 year beforehand. Put in your credentials, go through the requirements, understand, submit it. Recently, if you saw Aditya Birla, I think gave out scholarship to almost about 25 plus students. It came in a big paper at Times of India. Read that? There is a process to it. So if you think you want to apply, you need to go through those websites, understand, make those applications well in advance so that you have those documents in place. So we'll move on from the screen as well. Banks, I will not talk about much, so your parents can take care of it. What happens? Quick facts. Financial aid is available in most institutions or most universities on a competitive basis, but never a guarantee, as I mentioned. So assuming you say, I want scholarship, only then I will go? No. You're wrong. And top-notch institution may not give any scholarship at all because there are students who qualify academically and financially to go there and study. Applying early improves the chance of being considered for financial aid at least 1 year prior to the intake. You need to apply and complete the formalities. Chances of getting financial aid are improved after the first semester, which we spoke about teaching facility. Once you go to the campus, if you are academically proficient and good, you get a chance. If you are poor, you will not get a chance to, work as a graduate assistant or a teaching. It's very rare, as I told you, to get admitted first of all in the top-notch institution because the intake and the seats are limited. Just aspiring to apply to top-notch is not good enough because you have plenty of other institutions. Even if you get to a top 200, top 250, it's good, even a 500. Because if I'm talking about US, having 4,500 plus institutions,